The thing that I found most interesting this week, intriguing, was that now we have Lyoto, the Dragon Machida, against Rashad Evans for the UFC light heavyweight title on it's May, sometime in May. It's UFC 98 in May. It was going to be Rampage and Evans, and we were treated to a little you know, back and forth between the two of them, a little nose to nose in the cage at UFC 96 after Keith Jardine lost to Rampage Jackson. We had Jackson and Evans going back and forth. So you know, it looked like a done deal. As it turns out, Jackson's got to get some type of jaw surgery or something. So undefeated Machida is in.
Yeah,
what do you say to that, Tom?
Yeah, well, I remember you coming up to me, you know, like just earlier this week and saying, "What's going to happen? How's it going to resolve itself? Because you know, how is Machida? You know, like where does he stand in this whole thing?"
Right, right.
You know, I'm pretty excited about it just because I love watching Machida.
Sure.
You know? I mean, this will show you how knowledgeable I am about fighting. I remember like when I was always like a big advocate of the belief that high kicks just don't work in a real combat situation. You know what I mean? I was into judo, jiu-jitsu. I took some Russian martial art. Yeah. I mean, I did take Taekwondo years ago with the high kicks, but I mean, I would always tell anybody who listened, you know, no, look, man, high kicks don't work in a real fight. Guys like Machida are the ones who have convinced me that my high kicks don't work in a real fight. If you know what the hell you're doing with them, well, they can be quite effective. So,
and even somebody like Matt Hamill, I mean, we just saw him in UFC 96 with a high kick on Mark Munoz there.
Oh, yeah. Machida's just one of those guys who's just fun to watch in action, man.
I think so, yeah. I mean, a lot of people, you know, he's vilified, I mean, but, you know, granted, these are, you know, internet fanboys. But, you know, they can't stand him because they say he runs. You know, and you know, that he doesn't engage. But well, why don't we take a look at his knockout of Thiago Silva? I mean,
exactly. I mean, to me, there's a difference between not engaging and between strategic engagement. You know, he's one of these guys who doesn't just come running in there with fists flying. I mean, to me,
no, he's not a brawler.
Exactly. I mean, what I've always found more interesting about MMA is just the strategic aspects of it. You know what I mean?
The strategery, as George W. Bush would say.
Yes, the strategery. And I kind of would like to see, you know, Evans get his ass kicked just because, you know.
Yeah, he's pretty cocky.
Yes, he is. You know.
I think Machida's just the guy to do it.
Yes.
I mean, nobody's been able to do it so far. Rashad Evans is undefeated as well. So you know, I mean, I think Machida has the right formula to do it.
Yeah.
If it goes to the ground, he's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So you know, I think he'll fare a lot better, you know, than Forrest did on the ground. You know. Let's do the local segment here.
Okay.
I want to remind everybody that you're going to want to move soon, if you haven't already, to get your tickets for the Central Pennsylvania Warrior Challenge. That's the event that's happening here in York at Wisehaven, which is 2985 East Prospect Road. That's on April 19th. Mark Jovich is the promoter of that. He's the owner of Central Pennsylvania Martial Arts Academy. He's got a number of fighters there, and pretty much one side of the card is all going to be local guys, and then the other side will be guys from maybe you know, Maryland, Ohio, New Jersey, places like that. I'm real excited about it. We're going to be there all day.
Oh yeah.
So I would suggest that if you don't have tickets, do it real soon. Go to www.warriorchallenge.info, and that'll get you moving in the right direction to order your tickets, because Wisehaven is not a huge place, and I wouldn't wait until the day of and just show up. I would get your tickets ahead of time. It's got a nice balcony if you like that. That's the VIP section, and also the other VIP section is, I think it's the first 2 rows around the ring or the cage. I'm not sure. You know, Mark was talking about a ring, and then he was saying that he bought a cage. So I'm not sure what to expect. I got to call him back and ask him about that. Which one he's which one he's going with there.
Yeah, it's really interesting for us as a couple of MMA fans. I mean, you know, here a few weeks ago it wasn't even legal in Pennsylvania, you know, and it gives us kind of a unique opportunity to see one of these events as it's coming together. You know?
Yeah, and this actually be I'm an MMA virgin as it were as far as live events. I've never been to a live event.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I mean I've been to a single live event, which I mentioned on the previous broadcast, which was down in Virginia and was just basically a joke. You know, so
there goes the phone. Oh. Tom, you keep going, man.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I can't believe. Yeah. I mean, I never thought the day.
Oh, Tom and I are just doing a show right now. You want to say hi to everybody? Amy says hi to everybody.
Hi, Amy. Ted's wife.
My wife.
So anyway, here on Bible Hour, we're talking about the scripture readings for this week. Today we looked at the...
Love you. See ya. All right. Anyway. Sorry about that, Tom. That was very distracting, wasn't it? I apologize. Yeah. I apologize. But you were saying?
Amy's a great lady, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just saying. I never thought the day would come that when, like, here in York County, we'd be seeing one of these things come together. I mean, there's so many different aspects of it that I'm curious about. You know what I mean? Insurance, security. What are they going to do to make sure that the things are okay with the crowd, that sort of thing. You know, it's.
I don't give a shit about that, man. I just want to see you guys beat the hell out of each other.
No, yeah. Well, in light of the fact that we're going to be in the crowd, I'm kind of interested in that sort of thing. You know?
No, and what do you think about the other? I think I mentioned this to you earlier. We have what looks like Bellator Fighting Championships, which is this promotion that ESPN has its hands in. It looks like they're going to be at the Bryce Jordan Center.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Because
it's either April 24th or April 25th. So that'll probably end up being the second show in the state. Mark's show probably being the first.
Wow.
And then the UFC, it looks like will be here either in Pittsburgh or in Philly. Dana White has said Philadelphia. Greg Serb from the State Athletic Commission has said, well, maybe Philly, maybe Pittsburgh, who knows, but possibly by the end of the year.
Wow. Well, what I found kind of interesting about that is you said Bellator, they seem to be cultivating a primarily Hispanic.
Yeah, that's the way it seems. Although I think they've accepted a couple of Brazilians, but
okay.
It seems by and large that because it's being shown on ESPN. What's it called? Deport.
Oh, okay.
Deportes. Something like that. That's the name of the ESPN Spanish channel.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of interesting that they would have it at the Bryce Jordan Center and State College, just because it's so far from anywhere. And I mean, I'm not aware of any areas around there that have a large Hispanic population, but I mean, I assume that they've done their homework, and if people are willing to drive to see it, that'd be great.
MMA transcends,
Oh, absolutely.
all that, and people are going to be hungry to see fights, and then like I said, they're going to broadcast it on their channel as well. So.
Oh yeah, that is one thing that I just like about mixed martial arts in general is the way that it tends to, there really is no ethnic demographic that seems to like it any better than any others. You know what I mean? We go out there to Hooters. I mean, you see such a mix in the crowd. You know what I mean? White guys, black guys, Hispanic guys, Hispanics.
There you go.
All of us gathered together in peace and love and harmony to watch a couple of guys beat the living hell out of each other.
There you go. Yeah, and if you look at it globally, I mean, it's of course, Brazil, Japan. It's big in Russia, Europe.
Yeah.
Southeast Asia is coming up. Canada. U.S. So I mean, it's big pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, and the cool thing about that is like when you say it's somebody's like the best fighter in the world, you can really say that with some degree of authority. You know what I mean? Because the competition level truly is global. It's a very exciting sport.
Absolutely. Tom?
Oh.
What do you say, man?
All right.
We about done?
Yeah, I think we've about reached the 10-minute mark.
Okay, awkward ending. Yeah. So hey, anyway, Ted Czech.
Tom Joyce.
It's Tom Joyce. Saying take care, folks. We'll see you next time.
All right.